Hi there, how are you doing? Thank you so much for checking out this video. This is Ash from Trooper Tribe. If you are interested in trying to get projects on Fiverr, then there are a few things that you must know about Fiverr. Now, the technicalities of using Fiverr and actually logging in and checking out Fiverr itself or browsing through the marketplace is fairly intuitive. I don't have to insult your intelligence by trying to tell you what Fiverr is all about and waste your time. But I would like to kind of share a few things that I've learned over the years about Fiverr that I think would be great for you to know before you get started and get on the ride with Fiverr, because it's going to be a wild one, and trust me on that. The first thing you need to understand about Fiverr is that there is a possibility, a distinct possibility, that there could be a pricing nightmare issue that you might find yourself in. Now, what happens with Fiverr typically is that it can seem it's a drive to the bottom. You would have to compete yourself with several other millions of freelancers on the platform on the basis of price. Now, anybody who's been in business for any length of time, knowingly or unknowingly, know that if you kind of do business with the USP, which happens to be just the price and nothing more than the price, you will either go down the rabbit hole of getting burnt out very quickly. Sooner or later, that's going to happen, or you're just not going to be happy delivering services at a price that you're happy with. Now, Fiverr could lead you down that drain of getting down to price wars. Stay subscribed to the video to try and find out more and more tips about how to actually make yourself shine through even on a platform like Fiverr. There could be a possibility of a pricing nightmare once somebody orders a gig that is on Fiverr marketplace. Ball is in your court. What I mean by that is that normally traditional scenario, or maybe sent you an email or you met somebody in person, that somebody wanted something done and you are a specialist at that. Let's say you do freelancing on that particular field, then you might actually take the time to vet the client, find and figure out what the client is all about, what the business is all about. You'll try and figure out and get a measure of whether or not they'll pay you on time. You'll probably put your terms and conditions up front. You'll try to get a sense of where this is going if you were in a traditional freelancing interaction or a transaction, right? But on Fiverr, there is no such thing. On Fiverr, what you're creating is that your service is a productized service. You putting it up on a Fiverr marketplace, and somebody is going to place an order. And once they place an order, the whole ball is in your court. Now it's up to you to deliver no matter what that person demands, no matter how ridiculous or stupid or criminal it could be when they place that order. So the ball is in your court, and if you don't deliver on time, if you cannot manage to actually communicate with the client in the time it takes to actually deliver the project itself, then you are going to be in a hot soup there. So it's important to understand that the ball is in your court once the order comes through. That's a little bit more of a nightmare to manage than it is normally otherwise. The third one I wanted to talk to you about, you either find yourself in a situation where you have zero result, you would not get a single order for a gig, or you have so many orders and gigs lined up and queued that you don't have the time for anything else. Whatever dreams you had about freelancing being flexible and freelancing giving you the freedom to do what you want in a particular day, wearing your pajamas and working, that you could still do, but you would end up working a lot more, and there is a chance of burnout or overworked situation when you have way too many orders for your gigs, or you would be on the other extreme where you have actually no gigs or no orders at all, and both of these situations are not good for you. Just take a second, have coffee, think about it. If you get into that other nice scenario, you might think that it's a good problem to have too many orders queued up or too many orders that you have to deliver now. Typically it gets you into a situation where you are working too fast to create any meaningful work. You're working way too fast, delivering way too quickly to make any sort of an impact or have any sort of a long-term clientele, or maybe get into a situation where you can have retainers, or maybe get into work that you're proud of, or maybe try to do work that you're proud to put your name next to. This is what happens with a platform like Fiverr, where you are working too fast to create any meaningful impact. In a nutshell, and to be honest and blunt with you, you would get down to the situation where you're doing drone work. By the time you wake up in the morning, you have orders lined up, and all that you would do day in, day out, and all of the month and the entire year possibly, is to keep delivering that particular order over and over and over again, what I would like to call as drone work. So these are a few things that I thought I should let you know. If you have any questions about Fiverr or freelancing in general, please feel free to reach out to me. This is Ash from Trooper Tribe signing out.